Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kelsey. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you my empties. So I like to do empties like at least once a season, and I haven't done them in a while. I think the last one I did was July, so it's been a while. It's been almost like 6 months. So I have a lot. That being said, this is probably going to be a long video. I will try and move through these products quickly, but that's definitely not a promise. So let's just jump in. I guess before we get started, I love empties because you get like a feel for what people really think about a product. Like if you use the whole thing up, you know if you like it, you know if you hate it, you've got like a little bit of review. So I love that empties is kind of like a mini review of a bunch of products, and I love them. So now let's jump in. Let's start with these two little samples. I love Lush. I am at Lush often, probably once a month at least, getting one of like my regular products. And often when I'm there, they will always give you samples. And so this one, you can't really see because it's been in my shower for a long time, but it was the Retreat Deep Conditioner, I think. It was like a conditioner. It was okay. I probably won't ever purchase it. It's like a liquid conditioner. Eh. And then the other one, this one's brand new. I only used this one twice. This was the Ectoplasm Shower Cream. This was so funny. This is like bright yellow. You can't see it because I washed it out. This was like bright yellow, like glow in the dark yellow. It was so funny, but it smelled kind of like Skittles. It smelled really good. It was very citrusy. This was a Halloween product, but they're keeping it around through like Christmas time. I probably won't get it. I don't specifically like citrus scented things, but it was really fun. It was kind of cool to try, but it was really moisturizing, which was nice. Let's see. This was a sleeping mask. This is from Biovine, I think. Dang it. Yeah, Biovine. It's not on here anymore because the top's gone. But this was an aqua sleeping mask. I actually took this to Arizona with me and I used it twice. There's still quite a bit of product in here, but I kind of forgot about it and I don't want to use it now because it's been open for like a month. But this was nice. My skin is generally pretty oily, but it does get dry in drier climates, especially when I'm not used to it. I grew up in California and had oily skin, and then when I moved to the Midwest where it's more humid, I think my skin kind of acclimated more to that kind of climate. And then whenever I go back to the West Coast and it's dry, my skin gets like really dry. So I liked that while I was in Arizona. I just kind of like popped it on a few nights and it did moisturize. It was nice. Oh, this is a Trader Joe's staple in our household. This is the Trader Joe's all for one, one for all shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. This is wonderful. We have gone through probably at least 4 or 5 of these. My husband and I use this. He uses it for like shampoo and body wash. I use it for body wash often. I use other things too, but this is kind of like my go-to. It smells so good. It definitely has like an herbally smell, but if you like herbally smells, this is fantastic. It's giant. It's 32 ounces. That's like a quart. That's a quarter of a gallon. That's so much. I love this. I think it's like $7 or $8. Highly recommend it. It is nice in the hair as well, but I'm a little bit more picky with what I use as shampoo than my husband is. But if you're not super picky, then you'd probably like that. I have a toner. This is the Mario Badescu Glycolic Acid Toner. I have gone back and forth between this and the Pixi Glow Tonic for years. I've had probably at least 2 of these. I've gone through at least 4 or 5 of the Pixi Glow Tonics. I feel like they're both the same. They're like a very similar price. But this one is quite larger. The Pixi one is $15. I believe this is $18, but this is 8 ounces, where the Pixi one I think is like 3 ounces. So I mean, I guess not a similar price, but this is usually my go-to just because of the price point. But I do have the Pixi one right now. I love this. I typically use this in the mornings. I don't wash my face in the morning often. I will usually wash my face at night, and then in the morning I'll just kind of like wash it in the shower with like some water, or I might use a scrub in the morning. If I'm not taking a shower, I will just like take a washcloth to my face with water, and then I'll finish off with a toner. But I don't use a cotton swab with toners. I just put a little bit in my hand and kind of like pat my hands together and then pat it onto my face. I really like that. It saves a cotton swab, or a cotton, what are those things called? Cotton round. So I like that. Something that I have changed my mind on. This is from Lush. It's the Dark Angels body scrub. Well, face and body scrub, or face and body cleanser. This is a scrub, which is why I kept calling it a scrub. It's black. I like what this does to my skin. I'm getting rid of it because it's annoying. So I have had this around for a little while, and I've used to use this in the past, but it's been a few years since I've used this. And so I picked it up in the summer because I was like, hey, my skin's gonna be oily. I could use some like charcoal to kind of like counteract the oiliness of my skin. And I feel like it was good, but it leaves a residue. So like, it leaves black everywhere. Because this is like just a pure black scrub, if you use it anywhere, it leaves a black residue. So often I will use it on my face, and then like down on my neck, and on like my chest, and maybe on my back. And I feel like it didn't used to do this, but within like the last month or so, I've realized when I use it, I get out of the shower and it's just like black everywhere. And so it's like annoying, because then even like it doesn't come off with like a loofah. If I'm like in the shower with like my body wash, it doesn't come off. And so then I have to take like a cotton round soaked in something and kind of like try and get it off of me. And then even then it'll leave like a little bit of residue, and then it'll like settle in your fine lines everywhere. I have a little fine line going on my neck now. I'm getting to that age. And like the product will just settle in it, and then it just like accentuates the fine line, and it's not super attractive. So I'm done with that. Oh, this one's not very fun. This is from Professional, or Onyx Professional. This is just a soak off like nail polish, like an acetone. Why can't I say what this is? This is a nail polish remover. That was rough. I got this at TJ Maxx. I pick these up at TJ Maxx every so often. It's $1.99. It's pretty cheap. You need a solid nail polish remover every so often. This is one I am sad to see go. This is from Briogeo, and it's the Don't Despair Repair Deep Conditioning Mask. I love this. I got it in a BoxyCharm like a year ago, and I've been kind of like when I first got it, I was like really excited to use it. I'd use it like twice a month or so, but since then I've been like just holding on to it to use it for like special occasions, or if my hair seems like extra dry, because this is an expensive product. This comes in like a tub normally. It's like a big jar, and it's expensive, and I really want it because I really like it. I actually just mentioned this in a favorites from BoxyCharm a few weeks ago. I'll link that above to hear more about it. Another hair favorite, this is from Eva NYC, and it's the Main Magic 10-in-1 Primer. This I use for multiple things. So this is really great when you get out of the shower to kind of use as like a conditioning spray or like a detangler kind of thing, but it also like does like some heat protecting and like just helps with hair health. So I love it for that, but I also love it for like second day hair. If like my hair is feeling a little dry on the ends, like this is second day hair right now. I didn't use any dry shampoo, but maybe more like third day hair, when it starts to get oily. So I'll add like some dry shampoo, but then my ends are starting to look a little sad. I'll just take like a squirt of this, rub it between my hands, and then just like run it through the ends of my hair, and it adds just like much needed moisture to my ends of my hair that are kind of like getting lifeless from being dirty. And so I love this. I have not repurchased this actually. I just finished this like yesterday. So we'll see if I repurchase this right this second. I do have quite a bit of like hairsprays to use or like styling products like this. I'm sure I will go back to this eventually, but I feel like I have a few things I need to use up right now. I'm trying to be better with like hair and body care stuff like that, because I feel like that's something, stuff like that is stuff I get for gifts often. Like people are like, oh, you like hair things? I'll get you like a hairspray thing. And I used to just like not use them, or like I'd use them a few times and they'd go in like the back of my cupboard. But I'm really trying to be better at it. So I think I'm gonna use up the products I have before I get anything else. Maybe. I have one other hairspray. So this is like another like little treatment spray thing. This is from Redken. It's the 25 Benefits One United. And this I actually got probably right around this time last year. I bought like a little Redken trio. My hairstylist had recommended that I use the Redken Color Magnetics shampoo and conditioner. And so there was like a little trial size with that and this. I don't like that shampoo and conditioner. I did like this. It was nice. It was kind of a similar product to what I just mentioned with the Eva NYC, but much more expensive. But it was nice. I don't think I'll repurchase this. I didn't really like the smell of it. It was kind of heavy. I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan. And Redken, I prefer more of like a natural product, but it was okay. One body care thing, then two skincare things, and then we're on to makeup. This, if you have been around my channel for any length of time, you know that I love Trader Joe's. I mentioned a Trader Joe's product earlier. This is one of my favorite things to get from Trader Joe's. This is the Ultra Moisturizing Hand Cream. I am down to my last tube of this. Last Christmas, one of my friends got me like a few tubes of them, and I had already had one on hand. And so I'm getting close to the end of that one, and then I'm gonna need to pick up some more. But I love this hand cream. It's so nice. It's like ultra rich and like emollient, but it doesn't like linger on the skin for too long. It doesn't like leave a greasiness for a super long time, which is nice, but I love it. And it's like $4. You can't beat it. Two skincare items. I have an eye cream. This is from The Body Shop, and it's the Vitamin E eye cream. I got this, I think I got this at like Marshall's or something, because I was just like in need of an eye cream and I was out at the mall or something. It was okay. I didn't really notice anything terribly different. I typically just use eye creams in the morning because I do notice a difference when my under eyes are moisturized in the morning as opposed to like not putting moisturizer on with my makeup application. So I did notice a difference with that, but other than that, I don't know. I won't buy this one again, I guess. I don't know. I already bought a different one. We're on to something else. And then the other thing, this is from Origins. This is the Clear Improvement. Can't even read this anymore. Clear Improvement Active Charcoal Mask. I actually really liked this, which was unfortunate. Origins is not a cruelty-free brand, which you would kind of like think that it would be because they're really like focused on natural ingredients, but they're not. I got this from Influencer a while ago, and I've just been using it here and there as like a spot treatment because it worked incredibly for spot treatments. Like if I had a big pimple come in, I would just like put a little bit on it, leave it for like 10 minutes, and then like in the morning, it'd be so much better. And so I will miss that. I haven't found something to replace that. So if you have any recommendations of a like charcoal mud mask, leave them down below. Ooh, okay, I've got a lot of makeup. Let's start with some face things. Oh, I have masks at the bottom of here too. Let's do these sheet masks real quick. This is a Trader Joe's sheet mask. Yes, you heard that right. Trader Joe's came out with sheet masks. This is the Rich Hydrating Face Sheet Mask. This is pretty nice. I believe they sell these for $1.99. I've only used one of them so far. I do have another one in my vanity that I'm getting ready to use, but it is really nice. This is a Baggage Claim Gold Eye Masks. This is from Wander Beauty, and I got this in my BoxyCharm a few months ago. It was really nice. It was like an under eye treatment. I will probably take that other Trader Joe's mask and one of these. I'm going to California in a few days, and I'll probably take those with me because they were really nice and hydrating, and like I said, I get dry on the West Coast now. This is from Spa Life. It's the Hydrating Natural Extract Paraben and Sulfate-Free Red Apple Facial Mask. That's a heck of a description. I got this from Target on clearance. I don't even remember using this. I don't know. So this was a thing. And then these were another eye mask or eye gel. This is from South Maine. This was a BoxyCharm mask as well. Under eye gels, reduces puffiness, reduces dark circles. This, as opposed to this, were kind of different. So this was a gel. This was like a little like jelly mask that went under. Super cooling, was really nice. This was more like a paper sheet mask consistency and stuck on the under eyes really well and was more moisturizing, but both of them were nice. Okay, on to makeup. I have a powder. This is from Essence. It's the Color Correcting Mattifying Powder. I have had this in my collection for quite a while. It was like a mosaic, like color correcting powder, but when you used it all over, it just kind of looked like a translucent powder. It was all right. It says mattifying. I feel like it wasn't totally mattifying. I used to have the Ready Set Matte powder. I think that's what it was called. And I might pick that up again soon because I remember liking it, and this one was okay. I think I liked that one better. I also have this Pixie by Petra primer. This was the Flawless and Poreless primer. I picked this up actually last Christmas. I put it in my stocking because I do my stockings. And so I would use this for travel. I really liked this actually. This was really nice. I was kind of blown away by this. I wasn't expecting much for some reason, but then I ended up really liking it. Pixie is kind of expensive though. Like for the drugstore, I think this is around like $15 or something for the full size. I don't know if I want to spend that kind of money on a primer when I have other primers that I'm using. And even like if I wanted to pick one up from the drugstore, I would pick up like a Wet n Wild one that I like, and it's like $4. Speaking of Wet n Wild, I have the Matte Finish Setting Spray. The packaging is all rubbed off, but I do have another one of these with a primer. I actually bought, it was like a 2-for-1 deal. They had it as like a little set at Walgreens, and so I picked that up a while ago and I've just been waiting until this one was gone. I do really like this setting spray. It is very mattifying, or not like very mattifying, but I feel like it does help hold your matteness in place. Is that a thing? The issue I have with this, look at the squirter. It like stuck down. So after a while, at least this bottle that I had was getting stuck and like it wasn't really usable because then it would just spray out like clumps of product. So the other one I have, I'm hoping it does not do that. If it does, I will be very disappointed. But I did like this, and it's super affordable for a setting spray. Setting sprays are so expensive, even at the drugstore. Like, that's even like almost more than I want to spend for a setting spray, and it's like $5. Anyone else with me on that? I feel like setting sprays are just expensive. So I love getting them in BoxyCharms, which I have 2 that I'm using currently from my BoxyCharm, and I love them. 2 concealers. This first one is from Ulta Beauty. It's a full coverage liquid concealer, and I have it in the lightest shade, which is Light Cool. I actually just finished this up this morning. This was really nice. I have talked about this before. I think this is extremely expensive for what you get. So I think the regular price on this is like $8, and you only get 0.08 fluid ounces. That is like nothing. That's nothing. That's no product at all. Like, I think if you would use this consistently, this would last you like 3 weeks. So I bought this on sale. I think when I got it, it was like $4. So at that price, I would recommend. At the full price, no. And then I also have one from LA Girl. This is the Pro Conceal HD Concealer. And this is in the shade Porcelain, which I believe might be the lightest shade as well. This I really like. I have repurchased this a few times now, and I do really like this. And just for comparison's sake, this has 0.28 ounces, so almost triple the amount. Is that right? Yeah. 0.8 ounces, 0.28 ounces. That's disgusting. And this is like $4.99. Ulta. Ulta's deceiving sometimes. Their products are deceiving. Just have caution. Few eyeliners. This one is newer to me. This is the first time I've ever tried it, I guess I should say. This is the Physicians Formula Eye Booster 2-in-1 Lash Boosting Eyeliner and Serum. This I wanted to try for a while because it is like a brush tip liner instead of like a felt tip. It was nice. I feel like it got clumpy kind of fast. Like it just, like the product turned kind of weird, and so I probably won't repurchase this. I don't know. And then the other one is like one of my faves. It's the Essence eyeliner pen and waterproof. This has been a tried and true eyeliner of mine. I have repurchased this. It's what I'm wearing on my eyes today. Anytime I have a wing liner, it's pretty much this. I have one lip product. This is, the packaging is all rubbed off, but this is from Tattoo Junkie. This is one of their liquid lipsticks. They come with like a little like lip topper too. Like this one came with like a metallic topper that you could like pat onto your lips. I never used that, but I did really enjoy this. This is not empty, but you can see it's just like weird things are happening to it. I think I've just had this for too long. I used it not too long ago and realized like the scent is kind of changing as well. It's kind of more like plasticky scented now, so I just thought it's time for it to go. I did really enjoy this product though. I feel like I've seen Tattoo Junkie at Ulta occasionally here and there recently, and so I'm interested to see if they start carrying more of their products. I did pick this up at Walgreens like a long time ago, but I'd be interested to try some more. I have two brow products. This is the e.l.f. Brow Pencil, and I think I've been through maybe two of these. You have a spoolie on one side, which is a kind of like big spoolie. I do have a problem with the packaging on this. The part that covers the spoolie doesn't snap on very well, so like over time you kind of like lose this. Somehow I didn't lose this one. I'm not really sure how that happened. I think this might have been my third one. I don't know, but I've lost other ones of these. And then the pencil is on this side, which it's completely gone. This is not like a fine tipped pencil by any means. You can kind of tell by how big the opening is. It's definitely not like a precise brow pencil, but it's really easy. It's super affordable. I have it in the shade Taupe. Yeah, Taupe. And this is like $2, super affordable. It's great. It's just, it's not precise. So if you're looking for a precise brow pencil, you're probably not gonna like this, but I do really enjoy this brow pencil. And then this is one of my favorites. This is the Essence Make Me Brow, and it's an eyebrow gel, or eyebrow gel mascara. This is in the shade Soft Brownie Brows. This has kind of been my go-to shade recently. I used to always get the blonde shade, and the blonde shade is fine. But I think I like the brown one a little bit better. It's a little bit darker and a little bit more cool toned, I feel like, which I really enjoy with a brow product. This, if you've never used it, is a very nice brow mascara. You can get like some good lift on your brows. I am wearing it today. And it just holds your brows in place really well. It's a nice and small like spoolie applicator, and so you can really get into your brows and like lift them, and it adds some volume, it adds a little bit of color, but it's just so nice, and you cannot beat the price. This is $2.99, which is, it's crazy. I do really like the Glossier Boy Brow as well, but that's like $18, and this is $3. This is the one that I go back to over and over. I have purchased this for other people. I've purchased this for myself like more times than I even know, so highly recommended. Lastly, I have 4 mascaras. These a lot of mascaras. Most of these, well, a few of these I feel like I still have some product left, but I feel like it's just like annoying to use at this point. So the first one is from Wander Beauty, and it's the Unleashed Unlashed. Unlashed Volume and Curl Mascara. I got this in a BoxyCharm, I want to say early summer, maybe late spring. It's been a while. And this is like a curling mascara, which I did really enjoy. I feel like it's definitely on the drier side of mascaras, and I like a dry mascara, but I feel like dry mascaras do dry out really fast. And this particular formula was really hard to use once it started to dry out. I think it was like a combination of the bristle, the wand shape, and just like the formula. And so while I did like this right up front, it just got hard to use after like 2 months. And so I kind of stopped using it, and so I just need to get rid of it. Another one is from Essence. This is the Lash Princess Volume Mascara. I have repurchased the green bottle of this, which I believe is like the false lash effect, so many times. This was the first time I did this one. And the wand on this is interesting. So it's got like a weird shape to it. It's kind of like a curling mascara, but it's also like really fat on this end. I don't know, it's interesting. It does make it so you can add a lot of volume to your lashes. Like you can really get in there and like work the bristle how you want it. But this wasn't my favorite. And it was okay. I like the false lash effect one better. This was another one from BoxyCharm. This is the Butter London Double Decker Lashes Mascara. I really didn't like this at first, actually. This was like one that I didn't get. The wand on this is really interesting. It's got a fat bristle, but it's like also kind of clumpy, and the formula is really wet, and so it would like clump up on the wand, and it was just like weird. But as it dried out, I really liked this. You could get like a ton of volume and get a little bit of extra length, but it looked really nice on the lashes, and I'm kind of sad to see it go after this time. I really enjoyed it. And then lastly, this is the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes Mascara. I've had this a few times. Really enjoy this. Ulta puts this in their 21 Days of Beauty pretty frequently, and that's usually when I pick this up. This is like my favorite kind of brush. It has a natural fiber brush, but it's like small and really close together. Like the length of the brush isn't very long, and they're really close together. And so I feel like you can get really good volume and really get into like the base of your lash and like build up the volume. And so I love this mascara. I will repurchase this again. But I'll probably wait until it goes on sale because I feel like it's not that much better than the Essence one. And this is like $21 as opposed to like $4 or $5. And so, while I love this, I might not repurchase it for a while. That was a lot of empties. I will try and do this again more frequently because it had been way too long and I just had way too many products to talk about. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said earlier, I love empties, and so if you love empties as much as I do, give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe down below if you haven't already. I would love to have you around, and until next time, bye guys.